In a vast landscape full of adventurers, you are now listening to the world of chaotic amateurs.
Welcome to Chaotic Amateurs, the internet's number one D&D 5e Let's Play podcast. I'm your host and DM, Alex. To my right, I have...
Dash as the wolf.
Bentley as Referian Night Meadow of the Silver Song.
And over there you've got Rhett as Zephyrus.
Yellow Scory.
Milo is Bowl.
And last we left our adventurers, they had just finished up their first night at the Chateau de Magnès, making sure to read all the journals they could, all the notes, look at their maps, and leave Willem in charge of everything that is to do with the house. Made their way into the town of Tourmaline, talked with the library, talked with the academy, and are now sitting in front of Cord's Coliseum. Let the adventure begin.
Delay.
All right, so you guys are in front of Cord's Coliseum, this just wood and hope built Coliseum. There are a couple of camps kind of outside, people waiting to go into the arena. It looks like it, people that are going to participate in whatever tournament is going on. Over in one area, you do see that there is kind of like a little shack that's been built, and it looks like that's where people are going to register. The kind of officials are over there. Looks like there's two young halflings. They're kind of taking notes down for everyone.
All right. First I'm going to ask my group, would any of you like to sign up with me?
Mr. Wolf, I am regretfully sitting out. As you can tell by my delicate figure that I am not cut out for cutting up mortal men with a sharp object.
Yes,
I will.
I knew that.
I'm definitely happy to help you all in the arena. I'm not the best at really punching, but I like to.
All right. As long as you enjoy it.
Mr. Wolf, can I see your axe hand, please?
Well, I swing it with both.
Okay.
So
your favorite one?
I guess my right.
Okay. And I take some dust from the ground and I trace that same rune on his hand. If you recall from the last episode, you have luck for today. And so I'm drawing that rune on the palm of your hand to guide your axe.
Nice. All right. Cool.
And then I spit it before you take it away.
Well, it looks like that pagan magic flies in the face of Cord, but what do I know about religion?
If you don't shut your mouth about my god, Zephyrus, I will start the arena out here.
Zephyrus just holds up his hands. He knows when to shut up.
Okay, so then I want us to, all go over to the registration tent, and I want to ask them, is this where you sign up, and how do you sign up, and how many teams, and what's the bracket? Is it a round robin? Is it till the death? Is it till submission? May I use my feet and hands as well?
Okay, yeah, those are all good questions. So here's the deal. And this is just this halfling kind of standing up on a tall box, still looking up at you because of how tall you are. So there's a number of teams that compete, and they compete together in the Coliseum. If you want to put a team together, that's probably the best bet. And basically, you go through 3 different events, and depending on how well you do in each of them, you go up against another team, and they Whoever wins that matchup gets the contract. And the contract, that's the big money. So, the first 3 events, you're not going to fight anyone. Don't worry about that. No killing. There's no killing here. This is just to see how good you can, work the Coliseum. But the last one, well, there's fighting in that one. Blood has been spilt. Don't worry. You'll see some blood if you can get to the final round.
Okay.
This seems like a Ninja Warrior.
How many people are in your team?
Ages
that you
4.
want to sign up for? 4?
Okay, including me.
What do you mean by work the Coliseum? Because if you're looking for a hype man, well, I am the hype man.
Oh, don't worry. Competition will take care of that. So 4. And can I get everyone's name?
Yes, I am Thrakis Wolfsbane Anakalathai.
Thrakis Wolfsbane Anakalathai. Wolfsbane Anna. Okay. And is that your full name? Do you want any sort of title that goes along with that?
You can call me the Wolf.
Like the Wolf. Perfect.
Not the Black
Wolf,
Wolf, mind you.
And who else is joining?
Bull.
Ball, like just a ball is your name?
Yes, my name is Bull.
Bull?
I also have my fighting companion, Chain, here.
Chain. And he looks down. Oh, okay. Yeah, that should be fine. Ball and chain. Oh, that's kind of neat. That's kind of fun. Yeah, ball and chain. Do you have any kind of title that you like to be known as?
He likes to be known as the Wrecking Ball.
The Wrecking Ball. Perfect. And who else is joining?
I'll be joining.
You're joining. Oh, okay. And you are?
I am Scory Telbrun of the Black Feathers, Seer of the Death's Bride.
What a title.
Zephyrus can't keep it together. He laughs at that.
Death's Bride. Black Feather. Okay, perfect. And you said 4. Well, I guess kind of 5 with that the chain there. You are 15, correct? That is the minimum age.
Uh-huh.
Okay, give me a deception check.
Can I assist?
Yeah. You can hype him up. It's like
15? Hell, he had his 16th birthday only this last summer.
I got a 17.
17? Okay, perfect. And your name?
I am Referian Nightmeadow of the Monastery of the Silver Song, prodigy of Master DJ Yamani, and the first Ghostwise halfling of the age.
That is a lot. Is there a title that you want to be known as? Because that's a lot to say.
I just thought you'd think it was because you're a halfling, I'm a halfling, and you don't ever see. I'm the only one, so I thought it was.
What is that?
Okay, never mind. Just riff.
Oh, okay. And what is your team called?
We will be called the Wolf Balls.
The Wolf Balls. I love it.
The Scory Wolf Balls.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, the first event was probably going to start in about an hour. If you guys want to get ready, the end kind of points over to kind of a large set of double doors. It kind of looks like that's where everything's kind of congregating around. If you guys just going to go ahead and wait, we'll have everything ready. You can bring weapons and things in, but if you do hurt someone with those, points will be taken away.
Well, perhaps you should leave your axe with me there, Mr. Wolf.
I'm sorry.
My axe does not leave my side.
Yeah, we implemented this policy just because of things like that. We know that some of the people want to bring their weapons in. Just make sure not to hurt nobody.
It makes me feel good.
But so what about the last round? Will we get our weapons before this last round where you say blood could be shed?
During the last round, yeah, you absolutely. You should probably bring your weapons for that one.
But we don't get them beforehand.
Oh, no, you can bring them. That's fine. Just make sure not to hurt anyone for the first 3 events.
Even with my fist?
Well, I mean, don't hurt them too badly. We probably won't see.
Are we is there a cap, like D4?
I would say blood. If you spill blood.
Oh, jeez.
So maces it is then. just like the Crusades.
What exactly?
And kind of looking around, you do see most of the other people that are here have blunt weapons, like kind of bludgeoning type weapons, clubs, things like that.
What exactly do these first 3 rounds consist of?
Oh, that's the fun of it. You don't get to know until you're right up against it.
All right.
Okay. Well, what's the punishment?
It changes every week.
What is the punishment if we do shed blood?
Oh my goodness, Mr. Tailbone! Can't you just follow the rules?
If you shed blood, we may take points away. You may not win that event, and if you don't win that event, that will hurt your standings on winning the whole event and getting the prize.
But I don't go to jail.
Well, no. I mean,
oh, okay. Never mind.
If you kill someone, then the magistrate has to get involved. Just try not to kill anyone, okay?
Good Lord, Mr. Tailbone.
Just stave off your bloodlust until the final round, which we will reach.
I like that Wolf has to tell you that.
We are the wolf balls.
I walk to the training area or whatever, the building.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over there too and get ready. Do some some calisthenics.
I follow them like I'm their corner man or trainer or whatever.
Yeah, and you guys get you gather a little area around you. You don't have any supplies like everyone else, but you're there. You're training. You're practicing your moves. Taking a look around, you see there's kind of 3 teams that are put together here. Off a ways is 6 halflings. They look like they're all kind of in fisherman's gear. They kind of try and keep away from everyone else. Looks like they're practicing things, kind of hitting things with their small little clubs, doing different acrobatic exercises.
Riff is intrigued. I go talk to them.
You go talk to them?
Mm-hmm. I don't see. I'm around all these tall people all the time.
You see a couple of them sitting down like on a log, and they look over to you and just like, "Hey, what do you want?"
Hey, I'm competing too, and halflings and that sort of stuff. I just thought I'd see what's up. What's your guys' team name?
We're the Maiden's Treasure Hunters.
The Maiden Treasure Hunters. That's so cool.
We find treasures all throughout the seas.
Really?
Sometimes even in the ground, but we don't tend to travel there.
Oh, that's so cool.
We heard the prize for the Cords Coliseum here. Pretty good, so we thought we'd try our luck.
I'm hunting for a treasure too.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you need our skills and you got the coin, we'll help you out.
Unfortunately, I don't have the coin. It's the treasure of Aether. It's very, very high profile.
Oh, never heard of it.
Oh, well, okay. Well, this has been a bust, just like my title. Well, I hope you guys don't get hurt. My friend has a big fist under his loincloth.
We're pretty quick. If your friend better watch out for us.
Okay. So. I walk back over to Mr. Wolf and I say, hey, those guys seem like some sort of Constructicons. They may or may not form one big thing to take you out.
Yes, several halflings equal half of me. I've seen it before. I've breasted it before. I believe there's nothing here that will beat us. We are the best team.
You said that they're obviously like fishermen.
It looks like the kind of clothing they're wearing is that's a fisherman would wear.
I wanna slide down my mask and approach them. And I don't want to get real close to them, but I want to see if they have any sort of reaction to my appearance.
You kind of get kind of close to them, not so much that you're intruding into their space.
You're like a famous pirate?
A couple of them look up at you, but don't pay too much attention. As you're looking around, you see there's another group kind of off the way. This one looks like a kind of like an adventuring party. Looks like there's a few different people there. There's an elf, a tiefling, Goliath, and a human. The tiefling gives you an eye, though, kind of as you put your mask down, and you see kind of on the back of his outfit, he has got a mask as well.
Do I recognize this person?
It looks similar in not the person you don't recognize, but the mask looks similar to something you would recognize.
Do I see like what kind of animal or deity it mimics?
Yeah, it's actually a large fish mask. Looks like some sort of kind of rock fish from the ocean.
Okay.
And he's just kind of giving you an eye. He's looking at you, just curiously.
I wanna approach. I think.
And kind of as you start approaching, he kind of pulls off from the rest of them. In kind of getting a closer look, it looks like the elf has got some sort of spell components with them. The Goliath and the human both have shields that they're kind of tending to, and some blunted weapons. But the tiefling kind of moves off and kind of catches you as you're walking towards him, and he goes, "Do I know you?"
Well, that depends. What boat are you from?
I've been from a lot of boats. I don't care to talk about most of them.
Same.
I think I might know you then. Or at least we might share a similar background. What brings you all the way inland?
I have to look it up. I basically relay that I'm on my way to the Crafters clan.
Mm-hmm.
Just say that I've got some business with the Crafters clan, and I would ask the same of you. Why are you in this town now?
Well, the sailing life is not what it used to be for me, and I wanted a change of scenery. Joined up with these guys, and we make a fair amount of money. So I stuck with them.
Your captain?
What's that?
Fall out of favor with your captain?
I mean, I would say that my captain fell out of favor with me, but I would assume that she would take a different view of it.
You said she.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who's your captain?
Oh. Give me a persuasion check. And I would say advantage with this if you'd like.
Oh.
Damn it, I have a -1 to it. 16.
16? Okay.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And he kind of looks to the side, and the other side says, "The widow was my captain a long time ago."
If you could see behind Scory's mask, the blood just leaves his face and his stomach drops. And he kind of stumbles over his words and says, "That's weird. I've not heard of the widow." And he just kind of about faces and goes back to his group.
Give me a deception check with advantage. And I would say the advantage is from that mask.
Yeah.
It really hides a lot of what you are trying to keep away.
It's an 8.
An 8. Okay.
A -1. You're picking all my worst stuff.
Yeah.
Bro, I've got a -1 on everything except for persuasion stuff.
So yeah, you make your way back to your group, and the tiefling just kind of watches as you do, and then goes back with the group that he's with.
I want to mention to my group, say that tiefling, if we face that tiefling in the last round, we need to take that tiefling out.
What? Mr. Tilbrun, we have to take a tiefling out? You mean murder them in cold blood, or you mean...
Oh, you're not doing anything. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you're the hype man. What do you care?
Yes,
well,
put it on the
first of all,
side and fan yourself.
first of all, I did not bring my fan, Mr. Wolf, so I take offense to you assuming that I did. If Willem were here, he would have carried it for me. Now, I asked you if you would, but you would not.
Next time we'll bring your fainting couch.
There's not a fainting couch once and for all, Mr. Wolf. It is a smoking couch.
So you have somewhere to lay your fragile bones.
Well, if your bones were made out of tempest winds barely held together by magical energies, then yours would be fragile too, Mr. Wolf. Not all of us were blessed with an overabundance of muscle. Some of us were blessed with an overabundance of beauty.
In the middle of your whatever that was, I pull out my machete and I hold it up to your throat and I say, "This is what has to happen." Do you understand?
I understand. I was just asking if you meant take them out to dinner or take them out, like murder them, push them down a flight of stairs or something like that.
And I turn away in frustration and just put my machete away.
Good Lord, that Mr. Telbrun is mighty frustrating. Ain't that right, Mr. Ball?
I try to find a little, like a thing of water so I can have some water to be hydrated before we go into this, because I'm assuming we're getting close. We're getting close.
Getting close, yeah. And there's some water available over by the kind of entry shack. That you can grab a fair amount and fill up your flask with.
Before any fighting begins, I would like to maybe identify some restless-looking fans, maybe workers or trainers of some sort that look like they got a heavy coin purse, that look like they got a little bit of side action going on. Yeah,
give me a perception check, kind of taking a look around for, the people that are trying to make money outside of the fight.
Okay.
I want to cast guidance on myself before we get going.
Okay. You got a minute on that, so kind of like as you're entering the doors, we'll say that you can cast that. Yeah. 14. 14? Yeah, you kind of take a walk around the Coliseum, just to gauge, who is here, what kind of people are here, and on the other side, it looks like that's kind of where the civilians come in. That's where the people, the attendees of the Coliseum come in, and a couple of people catch your eye. There's, kind of darker leather armors, just kind of keeping tabs on who's coming and going. A few people come up and talk to them, and they leave. But yeah, it looks like those are the people that might have some sort of side action going on.
I approach them very nonchalantly, hands in my pockets. Of course, I am wearing my outfit from the hunter's room that apparently looks very imposing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I got my hands in my jacket pockets, and I... Oh, my goodness. Wow. It looks like there's going to be a heck of a fight up here. If only I knew where I could lay down some coinage.
What's are you looking to bet on the fight, or what's going on?
Oh,
how much coin do you have?
We don't do it more clandestinely here in this city.
Well, I mean, if you're looking to make a wager, I can help you out with that.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case... Now, you have to forgive me because I ain't exactly heavy with gold, if you understand my meaning. However, I come from wealth. I just look at my clothes here. I have a fine
suit. Yeah, that there's worth probably a few gold.
Well, I can't necessarily wager my suit, if you understand. Otherwise, I'll be walking back home naked to my massive estate, just stuck full with goods and interesting baubles and trinkets. Now, I would be willing to wager against a line of credit that I've gotten from the bank here in town. I don't know, perhaps 50 gold pieces, somewhere thereabouts, on my man, Mr. Wolf over there. Now, I've never seen him fight, but I hear tell that he can lift a horse and cart clean out the mud on a rainy day, if you understand my meaning.
That's impressive. I don't know who this wolf is, but that sounds like some action. Give me a persuasion check as you're doing this.
Okay. Crit.
A crit. Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the metal one. Anyway.
But this guy kind of looks at you and says, "Well, I mean, 50 gold on this new team. Yeah. We'll take it. We'll take that bet. Don't you worry.
Excellent, then. Now, what kind of odds do I got against, seeing as they are the dark horse here? No,
well, see, we don't know anything about them, so it's going to be 1-1.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, because I'm not. There's certain things I don't want to run in D&D.
Yeah,
and that's one of them.
Could you imagine? We get these like crazy side bets going.
Yeah, but they kind of get you a little slip of paper and give that to you, and they mention that if you're looking for any other bets, they do things kind of all around town. Says I'm Gregory, and here's my wife Melinda. You just hit us up there, Mr.
Well, you can call me Zephyrus. I'm out there at the Chateau
Zephyrus.
de Magnus now.
Chateau de Magnus, is that in town or?
No, quite a ways out there, about 6, 7, 8 miles or so, about a 2-hour walk, depending on.
Oh, gotcha. Massive estate, you said?
Enormous. Honestly, I couldn't even explore all the rooms in a single afternoon.
Nice. Are you staying the night here in town tonight? Maybe we can offer you some. If you win, or if you don't win, we can meet up at the bar maybe and go over some other things we might be able to do for you.
Gregory and Melinda, was it? Mm-hmm. Well, I'll take your offer under consideration. Of course, it depends on my friends if we head back to town or not. But perhaps we can talk after the commencement here.
Sounds good. All right. Yeah, we'll talk after the match. And this is for if they get into the final two. The final two will have our own separate bets for. So,
well, more money to be made than there, Mr. Gregory.
Exactly.
I appreciate your candor.
All right.
I'll see you then. Goodbye.
Is there anything anyone else wants to do before the Coliseum starts?
I mean, yeah, I'll pray to my God. Do a little prayer.
Perfect.
That does not inspire confidence there, Mr. Wolf.
And you do notice that there's kind of a stone statue that's set kind of on the far side of the Coliseum that is a shrine to Cord. It's simple. It's just kind of a stone pedestal with a stone carved shield on top, and it looks like a number of old weapons have just kind of been put near it or put into the ground next to it as offerings.
Yes.
You can go over there and pray, feel the warmth of Cord and the inspiration of competition.
Grant me strength in the coming contest, my God. I will overcome them. I have your favor.
Perfect.
I do like a quick 10-minute sesh to become one with the shadows.
You're feeling shadowy.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely shadowy. But about an hour passes, and
I got one more thing.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I want to pick up a couple of sticks and try to fashion like a banner.
A banner.
Oh.
Okay.
Like two poles, and then like if I could get some cloth over the top.
A cloth with 2 circles on it.
And I want to grab just like 2 small bits of wood that I can take in the arena with me.
Okay. Are you trying to put anything on the banner?
Not yet. I will do that when we enter the arena.
Sounds good. Yeah, easy enough to fashion something that's going to hold together with that, and the tools that you have at your disposal. But about an hour passes. The 2 little halflings kind of get their shack all in order. They rush along over to the doorways, and they look at everyone and says, "All right, you guys ready? You ready to start?" Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone got their stuff. They're ready to go. This is the big thing. This is the big event. You guys are ready, right?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. And they each kind of get one of the doors and start pushing on them, and they open the doors, and you enter into this Coliseum, like a straight from like a jousting competition. There are seats that come up. It's a long open pit kind of area, and there are in the center of this pit just 4 kind of 10-foot logs that are set in the center. Well,
so as we enter the arena, I want to take a little bit of ink, rub it on my hands really quickly, and just smear over the cloth of the sign and use my magic tinkering to have it say Great Wolf Balls, and it's going to ignite in embers and begin flaming all over the place. I'm going to take the 2 bits of wood and infuse them with the sound of burning fire, and then toss them on either side into the arena, into the stands as we walk in.
Nice.
We make an entrance.
Give me a performance check with advantage.
Milo is our hype man.
With advantage?
Yeah.
Milo's
I
our
rolled 18 on both of them.
Milo's our Siddha from the Hunger Games.
Yep. Making us look good. Hey,
Tweet reference.
do we need roll 20 for this?
I don't think you will. No. I don't have anything set up for it. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about it.
17.
17. You get a fair amount of the crowd kind of cheers as you guys walk in. You guys have kind of made your way to the front, and you're the first ones to come out, and no one really knows who you are, but people are impressed. You kind of make your way to the center. You see the halflings are behind you. They get a few shouts, but no one cares too much about them. Behind them are the kind of ragtag group of knights, and you see that they've got their shields on as well, and there's a large sunflower that's on their shields. And the fourth ones that you didn't really notice before, 2 elves in kind of exotic looking clothing come out as well, and the kind of odd hush goes around the stadium, the seats, the people attending. They're like, oh, I didn't know that we were going to be here. This is but everyone kind of comes out, and you all kind of take a separate corner in this coliseum, and you notice that the arena is pretty full. There's a few empty seats, but this is an exciting event. Zephyrs, you would be with the crowd up there, finding a seat and finding a good place to look out at it. A riff?
Absolutely.
Oh no, I'm not actually.
Okay. You're just checking.
Pause.
That's this one.
Pause for crowd cheer. Yes.
Okay.
I didn't hear it. You tried though. Nice try.
Yeah. And kind of opposite, it looks like most of the people sit on one side of the arena, and on the other side there is a kind of balcony up top, and you see a Warforged up there kind of comes out onto the balcony and says, "All right, everyone, welcome to the Cords Coliseum!" Yeah, and everyone's just pumped. I am Competition, your host for this event. We have some exciting competitors today. We have newcomers, the Wolf Balls.
I'd like the sign again.
The Wolf Balls.
I flex.
I flourished my chucks.
And we also have returning to try and win yet again, the Maiden's Treasure Hunters. And a few people kind of cheer, and they're like, yeah, that's pretty cool. And our returning champions from just a few weeks ago, the Sunflower Knights. And you see about half the crowd's just really cheering for them. Kind of the guards that are posted along the in the stands are really cheering for these guys. And all the way from Galandior, 2 of Galandior's scouts. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, they have all the proper paperwork. Don't think that they're going to steal your secrets. Well, today, our first event is the Log Challenge. And he kind of claps his hands, and a small little envelope appears in front of everybody with a little red wax seal on it.
Take it.
All right, you take it.
I use my chucks to open it.
Nice. Open it up, and it reads, take only 1 log, stand it upright from end to end, the winner is the first team to get one of their members on top of their log. You can't touch the other logs.
We do that.
Perfect.
Done.
But I think that's where we're going to leave today's episode.
Oh, no, I wasn't saying it was that done.
Oh.
No.
He's just waving his pen for fun.
Oh, you're just waving your pen. Okay. Well, then never mind. We're going to get right down to it.
Sweet.
This is the log challenge. And you see the other teams are starting to get ready. So what I want from you guys for this challenge, I want everyone to tell me what your action is going to be. What are you trying to do to start this challenge? And we'll kind of do them all at once.
Well, we have to get a log up on its end, right? That's the first thing.
Stand a log upright, it says, and then to win, you have to get one of your team members to be on top of the log.
I feel like we got to have our most dexterous person on top and the strongest holding the log. Steady.
Perhaps it was a poor time to have a person who could levitate sit this one out.
Riff, why don't you hold on to the end, and me and the rest will just try and push it up with you on top of it.
Okay.
All right. So,
Well, how tall is the log?
log's about 10 feet.
Oh.
Everyone's actions. What are you going to do? I'm going to kind of go around like I usually do. Wolf, what are you going to try and do?
So I'm going to attempt to lift the log up with my other two companions.
Okay.
And I'll be at the end, kind of where Riff is going to be. He'll be in front of me, kind of like holding on to it. And then I'll slowly keep walking it like up, and
Gotcha.
up. And up.
Okay. And Riff, what are you going to try and do?
I'm going to hold on.
Hold on. Scory, what are you going to try and do?
I'm going to be ready for when it gets upright to make sure it stays upright and doesn't start to go back the other way.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to
Wolf walk.
dig like a little hole, like kind of at the base of it, so that it has something to kind of grab onto. So
Okay, gotcha.
when it begins tilting up, it has like a base to support it.
And what are you going to use to make a hole? Anything specific?
Just my hands.
Hands. Okay.
You have a drill bit in your hands?
Got some big paws.
Yeah, pause. All right. So
That a 10?
And if I can get help from Chain to do that.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Chain is there. Chain's going to help.
Are you talking about, like, so if is the plan, and then we have to tilt it up like that, and I have to stay on tap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rather than trying to like throw you up there.
Oh, man, that would have been cool, though.
Only there was a...
Yeah, but then also if we tried to throw you, and even if you got on there, it would have thrown the balance of the log.
That's true.
So if you're already there.
Yeah. So in that case, I dig in with my chucks.
Ooh, interesting.
Because I've got the blades on the end.
Yeah.
And I like sort of
Alright.
counterbalance, so I'm like, that's in, and then I got my feet making like a little, like a V, counterbalancing.
Let's get down
Perfect.
to business.
So let's get a strength check or an athletics check from Wolf.
Okay.
That's like our Stan Bush, like D&D 80 song, Like you got the touch from trailer. Let's get down to business. Boom, boom, boom.
That's 23.
23. That's very good. Okay. Riff, give me a dexterity check or an acrobatics check.
Ooh. You stupid idiots. Wait. Oh, yes. 19.
19. And Scory, give me a strength check or an athletics check. Sorry.
Strength or athletics?
Athletics.
Sorry to let the group down. 7.
Cool.
And that's with guidance.
What
Let's
was it?
get down to business.
Sorry, I still didn't hear the number.
7.
5, 6, 7? 7. And Ball, give me an athletics check with advantage. As Chain is helping you kind of dig out a little spot.
Be 19.
19.
Nice.
Pretty good overall. You guys are doing well.
20.
20. Oh, even better. One better on there.
The weakest link.
So yeah, you start kind of pushing this up. Riff, you are on top of it, well secured. You've got your balance. Wolf, you've got that heavy end, and you're just trying to get a little closer, pushing it up. Scory, you're pushing on it, but you're not sure how much you're pushing. It's tough to tell.
I think because the mask is on, I can't quite see, and I stumble.
There you go. Yeah. You don't have a lot of peripheral vision for this. You're not coordinating well with the team members.
Your feet just keep slipping like you're trying to push a car or something like that.
Ball, you and Chain are starting to make a pretty good kind of little pit where the end of this is going to be. You get it about halfway up really easily. Who has... trying to think... while you're trying to push it up there, Scory, you notice that the other team members are trying, or the other teams are trying to get their log up. You notice the elf duo. One of them has cast some sort of spell, and the log is levitating up and just kind of turning, while the other one is starting to run up the log. The group of halflings, looks like 4 of them have kind of all gotten underneath the log and are trying to push it up. The Sunflower Knights are kind of bickering with each other, trying to form a plan, and they have yet to start. But looking over at the halflings, you notice that 2 of them you don't know where they are, and have gone ahead and taken their actions to throw rocks at you guys.
Oh, little pieces of garbage.
So Wolf, yours is going to be 16 versus your AC, and then Riff, 6 versus your AC.
Aha! Failure.
So Wolf, does that hit 16?
Yeah.
You take 1 point of damage as a rock hits you, and you're going to have disadvantage on your next try at this task.
Piece of garbage.
So you're about halfway up. You think with another good push, you could probably get this thing all the way up with somebody on top. What is everyone gonna do?
Okay,
start with Wolf. What are you gonna try and do?
I'm gonna just keep pushing, I guess.
Keep pushing.
So with disadvantage, athletics.
It'll be and I'll go around, make sure I know what everyone's gonna do, and then we'll roll. Riff, you're kind of on top of this thing. You got your chucks in it. What do you want to do?
Okay.
And you do see kind of like a rock flew right past you, and you looked at that there was a couple of halflings that had thrown it.
Can I see the halflings, their teeter-totter or whatever?
Yeah.
Is it within 30 feet of me?
Yeah, everyone's about 30 feet from you.
Okay. So I'm going to very athletically hold on with one hand, point my finger at the base of their pole, dealy do.
Yep.
And I'm gonna use mold earth, and I'm gonna turn where their base is into quicksand.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or if not quicksand, like a real muddy, like all of a sudden it just becomes like a real goopy mud puddle where they're like, oh no, what's happening?
Yep. Okay. Scory, what are you gonna do?
I am going. He did that to the halfling crew.
He will. Yeah, that's what he's gonna be doing.
And so that leaves the 2 fancy elves, and then
2 fancy elves. Looks like they're well on their way to securing victory. And then the Sunflower Knights have kind of looked around and are just now getting to work.
Okay. I am going to try to ensure that we go against the 2 elves, I guess, and I'm going to forego helping with the pole like I was.
Okay.
I'm going to take out my sling and take one of the rocks that they threw at us. I'm going to wind it up and throw it at them, trying to do the same thing to them.
To the halflings?
That's right.
All right.
David and Goliath.
All right. And Ball and Chain.
I'm going to instruct Chain to go and help Wolf as I begin to get ready to secure the pole kind of in the hole that we dug.
Okay, perfect.
And just kind of balance it there.
Love it. All right, Wolf, give me an athletics check. This is a straight roll because you have advantage and disadvantage.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so chains there, just trying to push the log up as well.
16.
16, very good. And mold earth. Give me an intelligence check, Riff. Just to see how well this goes.
Gosh. 3 rolls, 3 good rolls. Intelligence plus 700. So,
Ooh.
yeah, no. 15.
15, pretty good.
Yes.
With the plus 700?
Yeah. It was pretty bad.
And Scory, give me a sling attack versus the halflings.
Cool.
Now, Zephyrus, what sort of commentary are you making during this time to all the people?
Sweet Mother Mary, I can't believe those halflings are throwing rock. Referee, where the hell is the official on this? Are your eyes blinded to the sights before you? This is outrageous, I do declare.
You done?
I'm never done, but I will cut it short for the sake of the show.
16.
16? All right. And that kind of outburst, you see one of those 2 halflings kind of looks over at you and says, oh, and he kind of makes a note in his ledger.
Oh, wait a minute. How dare he make a note in his ledger about my outburst?
Well, yeah, because you said that the halflings were cheating. And so he's like, looks at the halflings and notes that down.
Oh. Okay.
Wow. Thanks for the help.
And then Ball. What were you doing, Ball? I forgot.
I was going to steady.
Steady it. That's right. Give me an athletics check.
17.
17. All right. You guys get this thing upright. On the top of it is Riff holding on, doing just fine.
One-handed.
One-handed. It's there. It's kind of stabilized. You see the halflings are still trying to get theirs up, and they kind of get it in that mud and that quicksand, and it topples over one direction. And they have to start
You
doing
stupid
it again.
idiots.
The elves, the other one, is kind of running up and has gotten on top. And the Sunflower Knights looks like they're about halfway up. I would say, Riff, give me an initiative check. Oh.
Ooh. First bad roll of the night. +2.
And this is going to be how quickly you got up and stabilized versus how quickly the elf got up and stabilized.
I don't like that at all. Actually, well, +3, so 14.
14? Not bad, because they rolled a 1.
Oh.
And you see, they were kind of like running up on top, and they kind of missed it and kept going up with their momentum and had to like slowly fall back down. And so you were already on it. They are second to you guys' first.
Hey,
as you see the Sunflower Knights get third and the Halflings finish fourth.
Hey, if that elf was Jamaican, he would have misty step. yes.
Mr. Step, man. He cooking the bacon instead.
I don't like that joke.
I had the boo sound effects.
Yeah.
You guys all just leave the Zoom call.
Horrible joke down there.
We have real booze that we can throw in. Boo.
Good job, team.
So that completes that tournament. As competition, the Warforged comes out again and says, our first winners for the event today, we have the Wolf Balls. Coming in second is the team from Galandior, the Elves. In third, the Sunflower Knights. And sorry, Halflings, you've come in fourth. But don't wander too long. Our next event will start shortly. We have some interesting events planned for you. We'll see you guys next time. And the crowd cheers and goes wild, and they're just, getting out of their seats, kind of, moseying around, and they're ushering you guys kind of back out as they prepare the Coliseum once again.
Nice.
But we're going to go ahead and leave it right there for tonight's episode. Thank you guys for joining us around our proverbial podcast table. I've been your DM and host, Alex, and to my right, I have
Dash as the wolf,
Bentley as Rafirian Night Meadow,
Rat as Zephyrus,
Caleb the Scory,
Milo is Bull.
Grab your swords, guys, and keep on adventuring. Thank you.
Follow us across all platforms with Chaotic Amateurs. Please subscribe, rate, and review our show on your podcast app of choice to help us climb the charts and find new adventurers. Or become a patron on Patreon to help our heroes continue their quest. Thank you for listening to Chaotic Amateurs.